trust the men who don't explain, who know not every loss needs pain, who close a door with steady hands and leave before the shouting stands. Wisdom has a quieter design. It doesn't beg or dramatize. There's an art to leaving quietly, choosing peace with dignity. No final scene, no heavy plea, just a man becoming free. Wanted more, every feeling on the floor, but not all silence means retreat. Oh, sometimes it keeps a man complete. Oh, so when temptation calls my name, I ask what kind of man remains. There's an art to leaving quietly, to choosing peace with dignity. No final scene, no heavy plea, just a man becoming free. The strongest exits make no sound, just a loosened grip, a steadier ground. I rise, I pay, I disappear, like a truth too short and need an ear. Understatement blues in the room, low-brow shadow, midnight perfume. I wear my burden tailored thin and never let the panic in. The quieter the man can stand, the sharper gets his guiding hand. Understatement blue, cut and bleed, living deep below the sea. No wasted fire, no loose disguise, just discipline behind the eyes. charm, lose all control, trying to save a restless soul. So now I move with measured pace and let the silence keep its place. Every choice becomes a thread in the life a man has led. Understatement blue, cutting clean, living deep below the scene. No wasted fire, no loose disguise, just discipline behind the eyes. Low light tells the truth the best, when a man can need it dressed. Understatement blue, fade of black. No need to ask for nothing back. Understatement blues, cutting clean, living deep below the scene. No wasted fire, no loose disguise, just discipline behind the eyes. No need for thunder in my voice, I made my peace with measured choice. The strongest walls I ever knew were built from silence carried through. Some men mistake the calm for weak till they see what it protects beneath. No need for thunder, no need for flame, to prove I walked through hurt and came. With my posture straight, my vision clear, and quiet kind of atmosphere. I've seen emotion turn to show, and men reduced by letting go of all discretion, all control, just to make the room feel whole. But I was made for lower tones, for private truths and older bone. No need for thunder, no need for flame, to prove I walked through hurt and came. With my posture straight, my vision clear, and a quiet kind of atmosphere. Warm analog lines drift by, like old resolve behind the eyes. No need for thunder, let it be. The night already speaks for me. No need for thunder, no need for thunder, no need for thunder. Midnight etiquette, glass in hand, knowing when to stay, when not to stand. Candle shadows cross my sleeve. I learned long ago what not to need. A careful man don't chase the noise. He trusts the weight of smaller choices. Midnight etiquette, calm and slow. That's how I carry what I never show. No reckless word, no borrowed pride, just a steady flame I keep inside. There are nights that test your name, try to dress your hurt and blame, but I let the moment pass me through and keep my balance like I do. No need to force what time won't give. Grace is in the way you live. Midnight etiquette, calm and slow. That's how I carry what I never show. No reckless word, no borrowed pride, just a steady flame I keep inside. The loud ones fade, the quiet stay. That's the price, and that's the way. One last night, one final breath, I leave with style and nothing left. No, composure has a certain weight, not light, not cruel, but deliberate. It sits with me beside this glass and helps me let old impulses pass. I know the pull of careless heat, but grace walks slower on its feet. The weight of composure, clean and hard, a hidden hand, private guard. No public wreck, no bitter claim, just a man protecting his own name. had seasons I could not control, when anger nearly shaped my soul. But I learned a colder, wiser art, how not to hand the dark my heart. What stays restrained grows sharp and clear, and leaves less ruin year by year. The weight of composure, clean and hard, a hidden hand, a private guard. No public wreck, no bitter claim, just a man protecting his own name. Brush drums move like distant rain, and teach me how to hold the strain. Composure stays long after the night in barroom haze. Soft shoes on hardwood tonight, moving through wreckage light. No broken scene, no raised voice, only the weight of careful choice. I don't avoid the truth, I wait and let it show me what can stay. Soft shoes on hardwood, easy and slow, that's how I carry what I don't show. No need for witness, no need for war. I know what I'm walking toward. The bartender pours without a word, best kind of kindness I have heard. Some truths belong in lowered eyes, some wounds grow stronger kept inside. So let the city beg and burn. I've learned what not to return. Soft shoes on hardwood, easy and slow, that's how I carry what I don't show. No need for witness, no need for war. I know what I'm walking through. Composure isn't coldness, no, it's feeling deep and moving low. Final chord, final chord. quiet standard, worn with care, in the cut of a coat, in the stillness there. I sit beneath the amber shade and think of all the vows I made. Not to anger, not to pride, not to let the dark decide. The quiet standard, strong and low. That's the only way I know to take the night without collapse and hold my dignity intact. There are private wars a man must fight without turning pain into appetite. So I keep my posture, keep my line, and let the lost things lose with time. A steady soul don't have to speak to show the world he isn't weak. The quiet standard, strong and low. That's the only way I know to take the night without collapse and hold my dignity intact. Warm guitar and brush refrain teach me how to carry strain. Quiet standard, last call near, still compose when I disappear. It ain't the watch or tailored scene, it's what survives when pride gets lean. The hand that stayed, the word kept true, the thing a man decides to do. The measure of a man is found in how he holds his breaking ground. The measure of a man is calm when the world arrives with a harm. No flashing blade, no show of force, just discipline and a steady course. I had my years of louder plans, then life rewrote them with its hands. Now I know the quieter art, how to carry weight with heart. Not every battle should be won. Some in the moment you don't run. The measure of a man is calm when the world arrives with a horn. No flashing blade, no show of force, just discipline and a steady course. is not surrender, no. It's knowing what not to let roll. Without a word to prove, and leave with nothing left to lose. I keep a low flame in my chest, never loud but never less. The room is warm, the hour is thin, and I can hear the truth begin. Not every fire was made to rise. Some were made to live behind the eyes. Low flame doctrine, hold it clean. Keep your honor under the scene. No public fall, no wasted fight. Just discipline dressed in candlelight. I've seen men break from saying too much, from needing every hand to touch. But I was built to bear the load and let restraint become my code. There's power in the things concealed. Some wounds grow stronger when not revealed. Low flame doctrine, hold it clean. Keep your honor under the scene. No public fall, no wasted fight. Just discipline dressed in candlelight. Soft brush drums, old guitar tone, teach a man to stand alone. Flame doctrine, deep and true. That's the law I answer to. Maybe I'm the last quiet thing in a room where everyone sings. Too loud, too fast, too close to pain, trying to outshout the rain. But I let the candle mark the time and keep my trouble in clean line. The last quiet thing in the room tonight, still carrying debt without the fight. No final act, no need to win, just a cold of grace beneath the skin. I loved, I lost, I stayed upright, learned to sit alone with night. And every hour taught me this: peace is not a thing you miss. It's something made with steady hands and low jazz bars and private plan. The last quiet thing in the room tonight, still carrying death without the fight. No final act, no need to win, just a colder grace beneath the skin. When the band lets one last chord ring through, I don't know exactly what to do. The last quiet thing, then I'm gone, leaving only the shape of a song. I'm an understatement in an loud town night, a steady shadow and a candlelight. I don't announce where I've been burned, I keep the wisdom I've earned. The band plays low, I stay composed, a private book carefully closed. I don't trade peace for a moment's heat, I keep my balance on steady feet. Call me the understatement, calm but intense, no statement. I carry trouble in my coat, never turning it into a quote. No drama, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Lead the way. the cleanest of estates. A gentleman knows when to depart, without a scene, without a start. If I decide it's afterthought, after the lessons life has taught. Call me the understatement, a dark blue calm containment. I carry trouble, keep it sealed, a quiet strength you can feel. No drama, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drum, slow time, turn my hurt into a line. Quiet isn't less or small, it's standing tall. Under neon I slip out clean. The night still feels where I've been. Neon paints the window red, but it can't read what's in my head. I say where shadows hold their ground, a quiet man, no lost and found. I've learned the world loves noisy pain, but I don't feed that hungry flame. I keep my heart behind my ribs where only truth can touch it. Neon doesn't know my name, but it still reflects my frame. I move with purpose, slow and sure, carrying storms I never tore. No headline, no display, I let my silence lead the way. I've loved in ways I didn't brag, held regrets I never dragged. A gentleman knows when to leave, when to accept what won't retreat. So I choose the calm, I choose the clean, a darker blue and steadier scene. If I'm breaking, it's inside, then I return with quiet pride. Neon doesn't know my face, but it can't shake my steady pace. I move with purpose, sharp and kind, leaving no wreckage in my mind. No headline, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drum, slow time, they turn my hurt into a line. Quiet isn't weak, it's trained, that's how I'm chained. Unchained. Door swings through just dark blues and Candle draws a line on the glass. I watch my old mistakes drift past. No confetti, no loud regret, just lessons I won't forget. I keep my shoulders squared and still, a calm decision, iron will. I don't react to every spark, I let it die inside the dark. Glass line discipline, dark blue grace, I hold my storms behind my face. I move with purpose, slow and sure, keeping my private wounds secure. No show, no display, I let my silence lead the way. A message waits, I don't reply. Not every hook deserves a bite. I learned that peace is built, not found, by staying steady, staying bound. I pay my tab, I pay my dues. I choose restraint, I choose my blues. If pride gets loud, I turn it down. I don't confuse it for a crown. Glass line discipline, candle lay calm. I keep my damage off my palm. I move with purpose, clean and tight, a quiet man in late night light. No show, no display, I let my silence lead the way. One guitar, brush, drums, low rain, teach my heart to hold the strain. Quiet is an empty space, it's how I keep my place. The door swings soft, the night stays true. I leave the bar in dark blue. A stray full of second chances, old mistakes and tiny ashes. Candlelight makes gold of gray, but it can't take the past away. I sit and listen, learn the room, how silence grows and clears the gloom. I don't dramatize my pain, I breathe it out, then breathe again. Ashtray philosophy, quiet truths inside of me. I carry struggles like a tide, straightened up, no need to cry. no spectacle, no display. I let my silence lead the way. I loved a woman I couldn't keep, held my pride so hard it seeped. Now I choose the soft, the strong, the steady ride instead of wrong. A gentleman knows what to repair and what to leave in midnight air. If guilt returns, I let it speak, then set it down, then fall asleep. Ashtray philosophy, hard-earned calm inside of me. I carry struggles like a coat, done tied around my throat. No spectacle, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, slow honest tone, says you can stand here on your own. Brush drums whisper, hold your name. Don't turn your hurt into a flame. Ashes cool, the night turns blue. I leave with less, but still with truth. White cuffs clean, but her hands been rough. I earned my calm the hard way, tough. Candlelight shows what I won't say, how I kept going anyway. I don't complain about the climb, I just show up on time, on time. I don't need credit for the strain, I turn the pressure into lane. Blue collar, white cuffs, dark blue tone, I carry weight on my own. I move discreet, I move precise, paying my dues, not paying twice. No speeches, no display, I let my silence lead the way. I've seen men fold for a little praise, I've seen pride burn whole days. So I keep my standards close and plain, and build my peace like steady rain. The gentleman isn't born in gold, he's made when nights get cold. If anger comes, I don't ignite, I hold the match out of the night. Blue collar, white cuff, calm but intense. A private life with consequence. I move discreet, I move clean. A silent presence in dim sheen. No speeches, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drums, low light. Teach my spine to stand upright. Quiet strength, that's my proof. No need for rule. I tip the glass, I leave the chair. Still felt even when not there. I travel light, but not empty. A suitcase of lessons in me. Candlelight turns the bottle warm, while I sit calm through every storm. I don't discuss what I outgrew. I just move forward, dark blue. I pack my pride away from view. I keep my promises in tune. Suitcase of lessons, steady stride. I hold my struggle inside. I choose the quiet, choose the clean. A refined man in dim sheen. No loud confession, no display. I let my silence lead the way. I've left behind the reckless chase, the quick applause, the tired face. Now I decide with patient hands. I don't build castles on sand. I don't need anyone to know how deep I've gone to stay in control. If sorrow knocks, I let it in. Then I escort it out again. Suitcase of lessons, dark blue comb. I keep my past off my palm. I choose the quiet, choose the short. A disciplined way to endure. No loud confession, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drums, low light. Teach my heart to walk it right. Quiet men don't need a sign, they align. I close the case, I pay, I go. Night behind me, candle glow. The band plays low, the city sighs. Candlelight bends across my eyes. I trace the rim, I count my breath. I sit with truth, not with regret. Strength ain't a stage, it's what you do when nobody is watching you. I pause, I wait, I choose the line. Not rushed by fear, not pushed by pride. These are decisions after midnight, when the world goes dim, but I see right. I carry my history in a calm refrain, turn old scars into disciplined pain. I don't perform, I don't persuade, I choose the man I've carefully made. A stranger laughs too loud at sin, chasing a rush he can't keep in. I've chased that glow, I know the cost, how fast you win, how quick you lost. So I keep quiet, I keep clean, a steady shadow in dark blue sheen. If I'm breaking, it's measured slow, a private crack. You'll never know. These are choices after midnight, when the noise runs out and I hold tight. I carry my burdens without a claim, turn regret into something tame. I don't demand, I don't invade, I choose a life I'm not afraid. Warm guitar like an old friend's hand, it says hold steady, understand. Quiet can be a kind of break, the silent way to say last chord fades, I pay, I go into the night, discreet and low. Silent, still deciding at the edge of night. Candlelight, turning wrongs to right. I don't confess to strangers' eyes, I keep my truth where it survives. I've learned a man is what he chooses, not what he claims, not what he loses. I take my time, I hold my frame, I don't let chaos call my name. Silent, still deciding, dark blue tone. I carry burdens on my own, I move with purpose, slow and clean. A silent presence in dim sheen, no headlines, no display, I let my silence lead the way. A past mistake tries to reopen open, but I don't live half broken. I made amends where I was wrong, then kept it moving, kept it strong. A gentleman knows the quiet wind, the one you earn beneath the skin. If fear returns, I let it talk. Then I stand up straight and walk. Silent, still deciding, calm but intense. A private life with consequence. I keep my sorrow trimmed and neat, a steady pulse on steady feet. No headlines, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Oh, warm guitar, brush drums, low rain, turn my pain into discipline. Quiet isn't running away, it's choosing to stay. Last chord fades, the night stays blue. Silent, still deciding. True. I live in the margin, not the headline, where quiet choices draw the line. Candlelight sketches my steady face, a man who keeps his pace. I don't overshare, I don't explain. I keep my honor out of the rain. I watch the room, I read the heat, then choose the calm beneath my feet. The gentleman's margin, dark blue space. I keep my storms in their place. I move with purpose, clean and slow, handling life with a quiet glow. No spotlight, no display. I let my silence lead the way. I've seen temptation dressed as friends, offering shortcuts that never end. So I keep boundaries simple and clear. I don't invite old fear. A gentleman knows the cost of more and how it empties you to the core. If anger calls, I let it ring. I won't let it on a thing. The gentleman's margin, calm but intense, a private life with consequence. I move discreet, I move clean, a silent presence in dim sheen. No spotlight, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drums, low tide. Teach my heart to stay inside. Quiet men don't need to prove. They simply move. I close the tab, I leave the chair. Margin man still felt in there. I'm an understatement in a loud town night. A steady shadow in a candlelight. I don't announce where I've been burned. I keep the wisdom I've earned. The band plays low, I stay composed. A private book, carefully closed. I don't trade peace for a moment's heat. I keep my balance on steady feet. Call me the understatement, calm but intense, no statement. I carry trouble in my coat, never turning it into a quote. No drama, no display. I let my silence lead the way. A memory pulls like a hidden hook, but I won't drown in what it took. I've learned to leave before it breaks, to choose the cleanest of the state. A gentleman knows when to depart, without a scene, without a start. If I decide, it's afterthought, after the lessons life has taught. Call me the understatement, a dark blue calm, containment. I carry trouble, keep it sealed. A quiet strength you can feel. No drama, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drum, slow time, turn my hurt into a line. Quiet isn't less or small, it's standing tall. Under neon I slip out clean. The night still feels where I've been. I've learned the art of standing still, letting time reveal the will. They want my reasons in plain light, but I keep counsel with the night. A gentleman doesn't chase a crowd, he holds his power quiet, proud. I don't negotiate my word, I keep it steady from the earth. Straight back, a closed mouth, a straight back, a closed mouth. That's how I live, that's what I'm about. I won't explain the path I chose. I wear restraint like tailored clothes. Let the questions fill the air. My silence answers from right there. I've paid my dues in private hours, built my calm from broken towers. No need to list what I survived. I'm here composed and that's a lie. If I forgive, I do it clean. No speeches in between. I don't confess to stay adored. I keep my dignity restored. Straight back, a closed mouth. No justifying, no running south. I won't explain the path I chose. I keep my heart behind my ribs and close. Let the questions fill the air. My silence answers from right there. Subtle drums like careful steps. Warm bass keeps my secrets kept. Guitar and whispers smooth and low. Some men don't need to show. Posture straight, eyes steady true. No explanation due. A say bag, a close mouth. A say bag, a close mouth. A say bag, a close mouth. Poke at peace like it's a trick, as if restraint is counterfeit. But I don't owe you my repair. I don't unwrap what's hidden there. I've had my nights, I've paid my dues. Now I choose quiet, choose my blues. I don't argue with the wind. I stand composed and let it in. My calm is not up for debate. I don't explain, I don't negotiate. I keep my dignity clean and cold. A steady line I never fold. If you need answers, look elsewhere. I keep my silence like a prayer. I've learned that talking isn't trust. Sometimes it's dust, just extra dust. So I let my posture say enough. My eyes stay steady, clean and tough. If I walk out, it's with respect. No last word left to correct. I don't perform my inner storms. I keep them quiet, keep them warm. My calm is not up for debate. A refined refusal to translate. I keep my dignity sharp and true. No explanation coming through. If you need answers, look elsewhere. I keep my silence like a prayer. Warm bass rolls like quiet certainty. Guitar stays smooth in clarity. Drums brush soft like closing night. I don't need to be right. I stand, I leave, no extra weight. My calm is not up for debate. Still watermelons in my hands. I don't collapse where others stand. They read my face for hidden signs, but I don't give them dotted lines. I've learned the loud will always ask, so I keep calm behind my mask. I don't disclose what I repair. I keep my truth in quiet care. Still watermelon's dark blue tone. I keep my battles on my own. I don't explain what I became. I keep my dignity the same. Let the questions crowd the air. My silence holds me right there. Rumor floats like cheap perfume, but I won't chase it round the room. I've paid enough for careless pride. Now I keep truth on my side. If I decline, I do it clean. No extra words in between. I don't audition for your trust. I keep it quiet because I must. Still watermelon's calm but intense. A private life for its consequence. I don't explain, I don't insist. I move like smoke you can't resist. Let the questions crowd the air. My silence holds me right there. step. Guitar stays smooth as my secret kept. Drummers brush like candle flame. No need to name the name. I steady, posture straight, still water. Hold your babe. Elegance doesn't argue loud. It doesn't beg a fickle crowd. It sits composed, it holds its gaze. It walks away from messy praise. They want my reasons in a line, but I keep mine in strict design. I don't react to every spark. I let it die inside the dark. Elegance doesn't argue. I won't explain or follow through. I keep my dignity intact. No extra words, no counteract. Let them question what they see. I'm not a lesson plan for free. I've learned restraint is not a lack. It's backbone dressed in midnight black. I've carried losses without noise. I've kept my calm, I've kept my poise. If I decide it's firm and clean, no wandering in between. I don't confess to feel adored. I keep my silence restored. Elegance doesn't argue. Calm but intense, it follows through. I keep my dignity intact. No extra words to walk it back. Let them question what they see. I'm not a lesson plan for free. Guitar and velvet, warm and tight. Bass holds steady through the night. Drums brush soft like closing doors. No need for any more. Posture straight, eyes steady still. Elegance never will. Now sip slow where the candles glow. Let the world talk, let it go. They ask me why I don't react, why I don't bend, why I don't crack. Because I've learned what noise can cost, how quick a man becomes lost. I don't narrate what I endure, I keep it quiet, keep it short. Composure, not commentary. My life isn't for temporary. I don't explain my steady hands, I don't defend my private plans. Let them guess, let them assume I keep my dignity in the room. I've held regret like winter air, still kept my posture clean and fair. No need to tell you what I've seen, I make my choices sharp and lean. If I decline, it's firm and kind, no extra words to change your mind. I don't compete for sympathy, I keep my silence as my key. Oh, composure, not commentary. A quiet code necessary. I don't explain my steady hands, I won't rehearse for your demands. Let them guess, let them assume I keep my dignity in the room. Oh, warm bass rolls like a low respect. Guitar says no need to overtest. Oh, drum so subtle, barely heard. Proof isn't always a word. I slow, I leave clean. Explanation see. They circle close like hungry light, wanting my reasons for the night. But I don't spill what I refine, I keep my order in my mind. A tailored calm, a measured breath. I've learned restraint is will. I won't rehearse my private scars, I let my silence set the bar. No clarification, no defense. I stand in quiet confidence. I don't explain the road I chose. I keep my dignity composed. Let them guess, let them insist. My stillness is the final twist. I've watched men bargain with their pain, turn truth into a loud campaign. I choose discretion, clean and spare, a steady gaze, a simple stare. If I decline, it's firm and kind. No extra words to change your mind. I don't compete for sympathy. I keep my silence as my key. No clarification, calm but intense. A quiet life with consequence. I don't explain what I became. I keep my honor out of flame. Let them guess, let them insist. My stillness is the final twist. Guitar stays smooth, restrained and warm. Bass holds shape through every storm. Drums brush light like closing doors. I owe you nothing more. Posture straight, eyes steady still. No clarification ever will. Keep your questions on your tongue. I've carried mine since I was young. Candlelight soft on polished wood. I sit composed the way I should. I don't unwrap my private cost. I don't recount what I have lost. I don't translate my inner rules. I keep them sharp. I keep them cool. Keep your questions, I'm alright. I won't explain myself tonight. I keep my dignity in place. A steady voice, a steady face. If silence bothers what you need, that's not my burden. That's your need. I've seen a lot better to be heard. careful breath, a quiet strength that outruns death. If I leave early, I leave clean. Nowhere that it seems. Know what I mean? I don't perform to be believed. I let my life stay unretrieved. Oh, keep your questions calm but intense. A private life with consequence. I keep my dignity in place. No extra words to change my pace. If silence bothers what you need, that's not my burden. That's your need. Warm bass rolls like steady ground. Guitar stays smooth, restrained sound. Brush drums whisper soft and low. Some men don't know. I pay the tab, I turn to go. Questions kept candle glow. In, expecting more. A story spilled across the floor, but I don't trade my calm for eyes. I don't dress truth in alibis. I've carried storms beneath my suit. Never turning pain to dispute. They want a reason, want a name. I let the quiet stay the same. Silence is my signature. Clean and sharp, composed and sure. I don't explain, I don't insist. I move like smoke you can't resist. Dignity, discreet control. No explanation, that's my role. Oh. I've seen men beg to be believed. The words that mask, they never leave. I choose restraint, a steady pace, a level look, a measured face. If I decide it's final, done. No courtroom speech beneath the sun. I keep my life in tailored lines. I don't defend what's simply mine. Silence is my signature. Warm and low, composed and sure. I don't explain, I don't compete. I keep my peace on quiet feet. control. No explanation, that's my rule. Guitar speaks soft without a plea. Bass hum, stay steady, let them see. Drums like velvet, barely there. Proof doesn't need a prayer. Steady posture talk, no explanation at all. Ask me how I made it through, as if survival needs a view. Candlelight blows on college shoes. I don't recount my private bruises. And I'm to hold my temper tight, keep my honor out of sight. I won't relive just to prove I keep my calm and let it move. The point is I didn't break, no explanation left to make. I keep my dignity composed, a steady heart, a mouth kept closed. Let them wonder what it took. I won't open my private book. I've seen men talk their backbone thin, begging strangers to let them in. I choose discretion, clean and spare, a quiet strength beyond compare. If I walk out, I walk out clean. Oh, how'd it seem in between? I don't defend my quiet code, I carry it down every road. The point is I didn't break, calm but intense, no mistake. I keep my dignity composed, a refined man unexposed. Let them wonder what it took. Open my prayer book. Rolls like steady ground, guitar stays smooth this strange sound. Brush drums whisper, soft and true. Some men just do. I stand, I nod, I leave the light. The point is I'm upright. They say my silence means I'm gone, but I'm right here, I'm holding on. Candlelight rests on steady hands. I don't confess, I understand. I've learned a man can speak with stance, with eye contact, with circumstance. I don't feel there to feel complete. I keep my calm on quiet feet, measured, not missing. Quiet doesn't need dismissing. I don't explain what I became. I keep my dignity the same. If you can't read my steady tone, that's on you. I stand alone. I've paid my debts in private time. No need to turn them into rhyme. I've learned restraint is not a wall. It's choosing where my words should fall. If I forgive, it's clean and done. No public speech beneath the sun. I don't audition for applause. I live by quiet laws. Measured, not missing, calm but intense. Still listening, I don't explain what I became. I keep my honor out of flame. If you can't read my steady tone, that's on you. I stand alone. Guitar soft like velvet proof, bass warm like a quiet truth. Drums brush light like closing time. I don't owe you a line. I steady, posture straight. Ooh, measured, not missing, I wait. Straight. Ooh, measured, not missing, I wait. They're leaning close like they own my past. Asking questions built to last. But I don't hand out pieces of me like souvenirs for curiosity. I've learned restraint is a sharper blade. It cuts the chaos clean and stay. I won't audition for your trust. I keep it quiet because I must. I steady, answer empty. Dignity doesn't need to tell me. I don't explain, I don't confess. I wear my calm like tailored dress. If silence makes you uncomfortable, that's not my problem to solve. I've seen the price of oversharing, turning wounds into public airing. So I keep my history close and plain. No dramatic lines, no name to blame. If I walk away, I walk away. No final speech to make you stay. I keep my reasons out of reach. I don't turn life into a speech. I steady, answer empty. No explanation to present me. I don't explain, I don't compete. I keep my peace on quiet feet. If silence makes you uncomfortable, that's not my problem to solve. Hold shade through any storm. Drums brush like closing doors. I owe you nothing more. Straight back, calm breath. No explanation left. That's not my problem to solve. Candlelight rests on a polished ring. I don't announce a single thing. They want my reasons, want my why, but I won't hand out alibis. I've built my life on measured breath, on quiet strength, on quiet depth. I don't explain to be understood. I stand composed because I should. Explanation not required. I don't perform, I don't get tired. I keep my dignity on display, not with words but how I stay. Posture straight, eyes steady too. That's all the proof I'm giving you. I've seen men talk their honor thin, spending truth just to fit in. I keep my boundaries crisp and clear. I don't invite your judgment near. If I chose it clean. No extra speech in between. I don't plead, I don't defer. I let the silence be the end. Explanation not required. A quiet code I've never fired. I keep my dignity night and day, not with words, but how I stay. Posture straight, eyes steady too. That's all the proof I'm giving you. Smooth guitar, warm bass line, subtle drums keep perfect time. Composed voice, low and slow. Some men don't need to show. Can no fades, I pay my due. No explanation, just truth.